Hey YouTube fam, this is not a hair video. I needed to come on here and talk to you and just share how I'm feeling about Whitney Houston. I usually don't have a strong reaction to celebrity things that are going on. And I don't know that I fully expected to have the reaction that I'm having to Whitney Houston, but she was a bigger part of my life, I guess, than I realized. My boyfriend was the one that told me Whitney Houston had passed, and when he told me, I didn't believe it. Not because I didn't believe him, but I just didn't want to believe it. So I proceeded to call my best friend, who's a singer, and I asked her, is it true, is it true? And she was like, she must have been hearing it for the first time because she told me she'd call me right back because I was driving when I got the news, so I couldn't hop on Google to verify. So long story short, my best friend calls back, and she confirms that it's true. It's true. I can't even say it. And I literally started crying in the car. I'm not going to say bawling, but I was crying hard. And I shocked myself. And I was so overcome with emotion. And I think there's a lot of layers to that. But number one, my heart just went out to Bobby Christina. I've been around people who've lost their mothers way too soon, and it's devastating to see somebody that you love go through something like that. I still have my mom. I don't know what it feels like, but I have been around people who lost their mother way too young, and I can't emphasize enough just what that looks like and the pain and all of it. And so my heart really went out to her. So I know some of those tears were for her, and of course Whitney's mother and, you know, her whole immediate family. And then on another level, I've never gotten off of the quote Whitney train. I have been on it since I Want to Dance with Somebody. I heard that song and I immediately was like, I freaking love this woman. Just similar to like some Michael Jackson stories, you know. I remember my dad bought that on vinyl, so I was in the living room lip syncing in front of my family, dancing around, playing out that record. I just loved it. And from then on, anything that was Whitney that came out, I was all over it. And I've been a huge supporter of her comeback. Definitely wanted to see her, you know, peak again and do what she's born to do. It's kind of like the whole Steve Jobs thing, you know, somebody gone before they've finished their work, before they've even had a chance to do everything, you know. And who am I to say it's all in God's plan, you know, or, you know, could be other factors at play in terms of the way things panned out, but I don't even want to go down there because I come from a culture where you do not under any circumstances speak ill of the dead, and so I won't. I have nothing ill to say about her anyways. I freaking love Whitney Houston, and this is just a tragedy, a tragedy, and it hurts me. And I hurt for her family because I can relate to, you know, I can't empathize, but I can sincerely relate to what it's like, excuse me, to watch somebody that you love go through that kind of pain. So shifting gears, a couple things that I saw that really struck me that I was excited about and I wanted to share, just poignant comments. And one of them came from the one and only Oprah. Oprah's comment was, and I like that Oprah posted this comment kind of after things had rolled out because, I mean, it just shows that she's not a person that jumps into things. She thinks things through, and she makes poignant comments and statements. And so Oprah said, to me, Whitney was the voice. We got to hear a part of God every time she sang. My heart is heavy, spirit grateful for the gift of her. I couldn't have said it any better. Questlove did a Twitter post, and he said, 415 awards, 2 Emmys, 6 Grammys, 22 American Music Awards, 30 Billboard Awards, and 300 million albums sold. Talk about a legacy. Which leads me to what I really wanted to discuss in this video, which is, I remember back in the day, there used to be tribute television. When Bob Hope had his, I don't remember which birthday, it was either George Burns or Bob Hope, but they had their 100th birthday celebration. It was a network airing, you know, it was a 1-hour special on TV. I remember when Michael Jackson was getting to launch It's Black or White, they did a whole Michael Jackson blackout weekend. And my point in saying this is, you know, great, thanks for rushing together Grammys to put together a tribute for Whitney Houston, but I really think we can all benefit from just taking things one step at a time. Like, let's slow down and focus on quality and not just go through the motions and do things to check off the box. It would be so nice, to me at least, if the Grammys would take the road this evening of saying, you know, we are, you know, I don't know what, I'm not a PR person, so I don't know what the wording would be, but we are sincerely all hurt by the loss of Whitney Houston. It's a tragedy to the music community. And rather than rushing to put something together for you guys this evening, we have this short video montage, but we will come back with a full special tribute to Whitney Houston. I would love if somebody would step out and make that decision, because honestly, you know, we're not all that busy that we can't take the time to produce something quality for somebody who gave us so much. And so I would love to see that. And I'm going to write a letter to the network to ask for that. And I'll post that letter on my blog, and you can feel free to tweak it and send it in. But we just rush so much of everything. And we definitely experienced a gift in our lifetime with Whitney Houston. And you know, she deserves that kind of tribute from her fans and from all those who were impacted by her life. And so, Bobby, Christina, my prayers are with you. I don't even know you. I don't know your mom. And so I'm not trying to overstep my bounds in any way. But, you know, I believe that prayer in numbers helps. And I also believe that prayer changes things. And so I will be doing we'll be, you know, praying for you and just praying that God see you through this just incredibly challenging time. But He will comfort you, and His grace will surround you. And so my prayer goes out to you. And to anyone else that was impacted by Whitney Houston's passing yesterday, or was shocked or found themselves emotionally strung out in ways they aren't usually, you know, I invite you to do a video and clear your heart and get it off your chest and put it out there, because it's always good to process and deal with your emotions. And like I said, I wasn't expecting to be so shook, because I'm usually not that into I'm not that starstruck, but Whitney Houston has always had a special place in my life, and her life made a difference in my life, and so I wanted to share that this evening. So have a great night, and we'll talk soon.